I want to do it.
Do you respect him as like when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so.
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said you never heard nothing else back about it. So like.
Right.
I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, but don't be capping on.
Our leftovers. Why would Bud want to go backwards? Why would want to go backwards? Bud looking for bigger and better fights, so where he can etch his name in the concrete forever. I don't know, cause I really don't look at none of the welterweights since we did clear the division.
I'd compare it to this: Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Perfect. A+,
And if you just look at the highlight,
she's the best welterweight in the world. I mean, tell me a better welterweight than Boots Ennis. Impossible. There isn't one. So he's the best welterweight in the world. I mean, we just finished a FaceTime with His Excellency, who asked me, will we make
the Terence Bud Crawford fight? I'm tired of answering questions about it. He already said millions of times that he not fighting me or looking my way, so I'm just tired of answering those questions, and if a fight happened, it happened. I want it to happen, but if not.
Going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight.
Nope. I ain't going down 150.
Tell you something wild right now. I think Crawford should fight him right now if he's ever going to fight him. If he wants to, if Crawford has it in his mind to fight Boots, you might as well do it.
Jaron Boots Ennis is done waiting. The IBF welterweight champion has officially called out Terence Bud Crawford at 154 pounds, ready to prove who truly runs the division. The call-out sent shockwaves through the boxing world, and Eddie Hearn's question made it louder. Tell me a fight other than Crawford that you would really want to see Crawford in that is realistic. That line flipped a simple challenge into a headline moment. Then came Crawford's response, short but sharp. Nope, I ain't going down to 154. With that, the excitement paused. Crawford's refusal raised eyebrows everywhere. Was it strategy or hesitation? Some fans called it smart legacy management. Others saw it as ducking the one fighter who could really test him. Either way, the rivalry instantly gained heat. Crawford's coach, Brian Bomac McIntyre, quickly stepped in to defend his fighter. He got our leftovers. Why would Bud want to go backwards? Bomac said. Bud's looking for bigger and better fights. His words sounded final. To Team Crawford, Ennis wasn't the next step, he was a step back. But for fans, that tone only fueled the fire. Was this confidence or a sign they didn't want that smoke? Eddie Hearn's reaction said everything. Boots is the best welterweight in the world, he insisted. Tell me a better one. There isn't one. His frustration was clear, and when he revealed that Saudi officials had already asked, will we make the Crawford fight? It sounded like real talks were underway. Hearn argued Crawford's past opponents were past their best great names. Wrong timing. A lot of those guys Crawford fought were past their prime, Hearn said. He's unbelievable. A generational talent. But Boots isn't at the back end of his career. He's fresh. He's the truth. That statement carried weight. Hearn wasn't disrespecting Crawford. He praised him as one of the greats, but his message was simple. Greatness faces greatness.
But he didn't, and nobody cared. It wasn't like it was a duck. It wasn't a duck. It was like they kind of different eras, even though they fighting at the same time. So I don't really know if it's possible because Boots will have to leave 54, and it's a bunch of work at 54. Crawford will have to come down from 68 and clear out 68, which ain't no guarantee. You know what I mean? It's like too much room. We got to see some.
No, because Terence is just
somebody getting stopped.
I don't know. This fight right here, if this fight were to happen this year, it will go down in history as one of the classic fights that go with the Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns, that go with the Ray Leonard and.
If Crawford has it in his mind to fight Boots, you might as well do it now. What did Floyd Mayweather do with Canelo Alvarez? Now Canelo was already an enormous draw, and that's the difference. But he didn't wait till he got super old, and Canelo entered his prime.
Do it, people move the goalposts. So I don't even want to get into no Boots and Crawford talk. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got into Crawford and Floyd, and Crawford and Floyd is the same years apart as Boots and Wichicombe. Nobody ever tried to make them fight. So I don't want to get into that because I don't really know if it's possible.
If Crawford really wants to seal his legacy, Ennis is the fight. Still, Hearn admitted that money talks. Crawford's earned the right to fight whoever he wants, he said. We just have to make it worth his while. Then Ennis himself responded, calm and confident. I want to do it, he said. I respect him, but don't lie to the fans. I said yes when they called, never heard back. His words didn't sound bitter, just real. I respect it. Get your money, he added. But don't be capping on the net. That line hit hard. It wasn't trash talk. It was a challenge, a quiet dare from a fighter who knows his time is coming. Coach Bredman Edwards offered a measured take, reminding fans that timing still matters. Nobody made Crawford and Floyd fight, he said. They were too far apart. Same thing here. Boots will have to leave 154. Crawford's got work at 68. His tone was calm, not dismissive. Sometimes eras just don't overlap perfectly, and forcing it too soon can ruin a great fight. Max Kellerman disagreed. If Crawford wants to fight Boots, he might as well do it now, he argued. What did Mayweather do with Canelo? He got him before he entered his prime. His logic was simple. The timing is right now, while both are elite and sharp. Former world champion Sean Porter took it deeper. If that fight happens this year, he said, it goes down in history like Hagler versus Hearns.
Come on, Sean. I respect Ennis. Listen, I respect Ennis. I love his pops. His pops is cool. His whole crew is tight. You know what I mean? Like, but who the hell is Spence as Boots fought? It's a different type. Like, you can be riding that wave. You can get in all these knockouts of all these other different guys, but you've never been in the ring with an animal like Crawford. And when you get in there for the first time and you get hit upside your head and you see that you can't do the stuff that you usually do against the guys that you fought, you know, at the lower level.
Because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males. You know what I mean? I was an alpha male until I got in the ring with that dude.
It just
and that dude, like, it was like the more he wasn't allowing me to do what he wasn't, and it was like, damn, okay. Well,
for him to get in this type of fight with Crawford, you know what I'm saying? I would hate for him to get in this fight and look average. Look average. Because if you go back and you watch a lot of and he's a spectacular fighter. Boots is a spectacular fighter. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Boots. I think he's next. But he needs to be tested.
Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Perfect. A+,
And if you just look at the highlight reels, you might actually think Vince Carter is better. You might think Vince Carter is.
Porter called it a clash between two true alpha males. He's been in the ring with Crawford, and his words carried that weight. He doesn't let you breathe, Porter said. You realize fast you're not the alpha anymore. Sean Zittle compared the matchup to basketball greatness. Boots is Vince Carter, Crawford's Michael Jordan, he said. If you look at highlights, you might think Vince is better, but greatness is more than highlights. It was the perfect analogy, flash versus legacy, youth versus mastery. And finally, Tim Bradley delivered the warning. I respect Boots, he said. He's next, but he's never been in there with an animal like Crawford. Bradley reminded everyone that raw power means nothing without elite experience. You get hit by Bud, you realize you can't do what you normally do, he said. It changes everything. By the end of it all, one thing is undeniable. Crawford versus Ennis isn't just another fantasy matchup. It's a generational crossroads. Youth versus legacy. Precision versus power. Every voice, from Hearn's frustration to Porter's reverence, adds pressure on Crawford to answer. Whether he says yes or no, the debate itself has already made history. Because when it comes to Bud and Boots, Boxing fans know one truth only. The ring can settle this.